So I did residential interior design for about 10 years before I got into real estate, and that was a really kind of has become a great backbone of my business. It really helps us in that we can go into a house and help prepare it for sale properly so that it's presented well. We do a lot of modifications prior to listing houses, so we'll go in typically and repaint them, do some repairs, do some maintenance, sometimes do some upgrades to maximize the value, and that's been a huge selling feature for sellers in prepping the house to get ready for sale and get ready for the market. It's also helped a lot with buyers because a lot of buyers just can't see things. And so being able to walk into a space, tell them how utilize it differently, how it could be changed to meet their needs, that's been a really big value add when we're working with buyers. You know, I've always loved real estate. I've always followed homes. When I was little, my dad and I used to go to job sites where they were building homes and like see them when they were being framed and kind of try to figure out what rooms were in each of those properties. And so I've always been interested in houses. And then when I got into interior design, that was just another phase of that as well. It was kind of a natural transition. I'd always been interested in real estate. I initially got my license and it was just kind of a hobby for me. I worked with family and friends. I did a couple transactions of my own. I realized that there was so much more potential there. And what really opened my eyes up to the potential was reading the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book by Gary Keller and meeting with the team leader at Keller Williams Academy at that time. All of a sudden, I went away after this meeting with her on a Friday afternoon. I read the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book cover to cover that weekend. And on Monday, I signed up at Keller Williams and I realized that there's so much opportunity here in real estate. I mean, I'm lucky that I already had a big network of people here just from living here my whole life and my interior design business prior. I have a lot of connections with Sandia Prep, where I went to middle school and high school and sat on the board. So that's kind of been between those two kind of demographics of people, that's really been where I've kind of built my business, and it's nice having that connection here. I mean, I think that the big thing in luxury real estate is that people are always willing to pay premium price for a premium professional, right? And so they're not afraid of paying high prices for services. They want to know that their business is handled confidently and securely. They want to make sure that you are as knowledgeable as they are and more knowledgeable. They're hiring you for your knowledge and your professionalism. They want the best. When you go to different stores, you get different experiences, right? And, you know, they want that white glove level of experience and service, and they're willing to pay the premium price for that. So that's really, I think, what really has to differentiate yourself if you're going to work in the luxury market. It's a service level and a skill level that you can't really fake. So if it's someone who wants to get into luxury and isn't currently in it, I think the biggest thing you can do is see as many houses as possible, go to broker opens, drive neighborhoods, really get an understanding of the types of properties that are available, familiarize yourself with the styles, with the finishes, with the types of materials that are used, so that when you have that opportunity, you go into the house and you're confident in your knowledge and abilities.